Allow myself to introduce myself. Hey there, and welcome to Trivia Ronin. I'm your host, Douglas Larlam. Whether you're joining us live on Zoom or Twitch or after the fact on YouTube, welcome. We're happy to have you. Quick breakdown of the rules. 1, we're honor code here. You keep your own score. Feel free to cheat. You get nothing. 2, after each question, you'll get 45 seconds to answer. Absolutely do not show your answers until the time is up. And 3, if you're watching on Twitch, due to the delay, drop your answer in the chat when you see about 10 seconds left on the time clock. That lines up with us live. Tonight there are 30 questions, 1 point each, and a story question at the end worth 10 points for a total of 40 points. Maybe some bonus opportunities sprinkled in. Let's play Trivia Ronin. Question 1. What name is given to all Bibi marsupials? 45 seconds on the clock. What name is given to... Yep, game on. Also, if anybody saw that QR code, what name is given to all baby marsupials? If you want to play with... Oh, for God's sakes. Transition. There we go. If you want to play with all the group, you can QR code that and play on Trivia Rat. But if you would rather just play with a pen and paper, go ahead and feel free to play with a pen and paper. What name is given to all baby marsupials? Four, 3, 2, 1. What do we got? Moderate. Baby marsupials. I'll give a third of a point for that. Little marsupial. I'll give a third of a... Joey is what we were looking for. We were looking for Joey's. Does anybody want to read the next question for a half point? All right. That's right, 45 seconds on the clock. Pip, Perup, and Wendy Testaburger are characters in which TV series? And a big round of applause for Pud. Bringing that reading noise. Bringing that literate noise. Did you say you're surprised? Okay. Do you understand the words coming out of your mouth? There, I do not. Oh, he got the first question in Wayla. It's rush hour. I think we've already lost all my people. Attaboy, Seth. Let's see it. Pepper Ann, no. Lazy Town, no. Slayer. Oh, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I thought that was just your next. No, those are wrong, but the right one is South Park. And Seth, who wrote, I need about Tree Fitty to answer this question, is also correct. I'll give you 2 points for that. Question 3. Ariadne is the daughter of King Minos in what nation's mythology? 45 seconds. Ariadne is the daughter of King Minos in what nation's mythology? How do we feel about the new look, everybody? We all thumbs up on the new look? Cleaner, right? Good, good. Thank you. Ariadne is the daughter of King Minos in what nation's mythology? Three, 2, 1. Let's see him. You are right if you wrote Greece. I wrote Greek, which is not a nation, but it is in fact the correct answer. Greece or Greek. Roman's not going to do it, though. Question 4. What's the name of the popular animatronic fish who sings such hits as Don't Worry, Be Happy and Bad to the Bone? 45 seconds. What is the name of that popular animatronic fish who sings such hits as Don't Worry, Be Happy and Bad to the Bone? Animatronic hangs on your wall. Thumbs up if you had one. Yeah? I'm going to give you a half point for having that. And admitting to it. You got it for having it and admitting it. Three, two, one. What do we got? Gil Scott Herring. Okay, not bad. Singing bass isn't gonna do it, but singing bass is a good idea. Big Mouth Billy Bass is what we were looking for. Big Mouth Billy Bass. I like that question. Everyone should know it, and the fact that it's not so obvious to me just makes for a good question. Question 5. How many reps are in the U.S. House of Representatives? The House of Representatives specifically, how many representatives in that house? Not in all of Congress, just the House. What are we thinking? Five seconds. Let's see him. 246, 435, 439, 258, 435. Our answer is 438. 538 after your senators. 538.com. 100 senators. We were looking for 438. Question 6 in Sonic the Hedgehog, which I did not write. In Sonic the Hedgehog, issue 247, as a comic book, Sonic joins forces with what half-human, half-robot classic video game character? Basically, I see this as two possibilities. In Sonic the Hedgehog, issue 247, Sonic joins forces with what half-human, half-robot classic video game character? Mighty Joe, you got this one? No? Three, two, 1, 0. We were looking for great guesses. Some people did go, they crossed, wow, great guess. So we got Metroid, Robotnik, Jim Carrey, okay. We were looking for Mega Man. A Mega Man. I thought somebody might put a RoboCop or something like that, but I just thought, you know how I do that sometimes. Question 7. What is the region conjoining Pakistan, India, and China with unknown leadership called? 45 seconds. What is the region conjoining Pakistan, India, and China with unknown leadership called? I don't think a particularly easy question, but let's stretch ourselves. Question 7. Who has 4? Who has 4 or more right now? Thumbs up, 4 or more? Like 4 or 5 teams? Okay. Who wants to read the next one? Julian, you want to read the next one? You really don't. You son of a bitch. I don't allow that. Let's see it. I won't give you a point. We got Tibet. Indochina is a good guess. Himalayas, Tibet, Kashmir is the answer we were looking for. Kashmir. Yeah. Is that the one where they sing about the Lord of the Rings for no reason? Question 8. I'm reading it. What is the isthmus that joins North with South America named? Don't you dare. Don't you dare try to steal a point. You get nothing. What is the isthmus that joins North and South America named? Okay, we're back. Good. What is the isthmus? Merry Isthmus! You're welcome. Talk to me, talk to me. What do we got? Yep. We were looking for the Isthmus of Panama. Or, as when I was in radio, somebody once introduced the song Panama as Panama, not knowing it was wrong. Yeah. Here's Van Halen with Panama. Question 9. In what film was the Michael Jackson song Will You Be There featured? In what film was the Michael Jackson song Will You Be There featured? It's just a weird that was weird to me, but looking back. Mighty Joe, you want to read the next question? Cool. 210. What do we got? Yeah. It was Free Willy. It was, I will accept a picture of what appears to be a whale jumping over a 12-year-old boy. Free Willy is in fact the answer. Joe, ready? Locked and loaded? "45 seconds on the clock." Which 90s comedy, that's a film, by the way, features cameos from Meatloaf, Alice Cooper, and Chris Farley? Go ahead and give yourself a half point there, Joe. Mighty Joe, for the efforts. I was like, hey, Quizmaster Doug, how about a little, something for the effort? I said, there will be no points, but on your deathbed, you will receive complete nirvana. So I got that going for me, which is nice. 20 seconds. Seven, 6, 5, Dosun. Let's see him. Billy Madison did not have 2 of those people. Wayne's World had all of them. Joe Dirt's a good guess. Wayne's World, I wouldn't have been surprised if Joe Dirt had all of them and I don't even know it. But Wayne's World is what I was looking for. Question 1 of round 2. I thought I did. Did I not? There we go. Go ahead. 45 seconds on the clock. Autosomal dominant compelling helio-ophthalmic outburst syndrome is the need to do what when looking at the sun? 45 seconds. Thank you. Take a half point, please, for making me not read that the first time. All right. You're goddamn right, Seth. I'd vote for Matt Santos, even though he's already most assuredly had two terms. 4, 3, 2, 1. What do we got? It is sneeze, not blink. We were looking for sneeze. Question 2. Who's the youngest person to receive a Nobel Prize? Peace Prize. But I'm assuming it's also prize, but to clarify. No, it's gotta be Nobel Prize, but someone will prove me wrong. 45 seconds on the clock. Who's the youngest person to receive a Nobel Prize? I feel like I asked something else, like a version of it where I said the person's name and asked what they did or something like that. Yeah, oftentimes I will come across the same fact and think to myself, I know I've done something like that. But I don't believe I've asked this. But somebody will prove me wrong for that because they're petty. Let's see your answers, please. Yeah, I will definitely allow one name. Greta is, I don't believe, now I'm so scared it might be, but it's Malala Yousafzai. Yeah, I would not have been shocked if I just totally missed the fact, though, that Greta Thunberg did win. But Malala Yousafzai is the answer we were looking for. Question, which was what, like 3 years ago, something like that, 4 years ago? Next, we transitioned to that for no reason. Question 3 for 2 points. Making moves for 2 points. In SpongeBob SquarePants, what did the acronym EVIL stand for? I love that this is a question after Malala Yousafzai, who can answer both of those. Also, I'll be accepting good answers that are wrong for partial credit. Does anybody know this? Bullshit, you know this. God, I hate you so much. Yeah, that's... Actually, he's the only one I'm 100% sure has never considered... No, that's a lie. Most of you, I don't believe ever cheated. Show me your answers! Gary Mao. Evil... Hold on. Evil... Oh, no! So many... There are so many people who are so close. I'm actually bummed. I'm gonna say everyone who got close enough to this, every villain is lemons is the answer. Every villain is lemons. If you got even something kind of close to that, I'm giving you a half point. But every villain is lemons gets you the full point. Question 4. Moving right along, in 2011, this video game streaming platform was founded. This video game streaming platform was founded. My next question is actually one of Matt's stories put into a question. So if you play Matt's trivia, you're going to get a super inside track. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey! I will say, Josh, I'm going to give you a 1.5 for adding TV. We're looking for Twitch TV. What? I don't know what Justin.tv is. I honest to God don't have a clue what that is. Is that the same thing? Was it that in 2011, I wonder? If it's that, just take the fucking... Take my points. I obviously am the only one who spelled it correctly with absolutely nothing between Twitch and TV. Question 5. The fraudulent Dr. John R. Brinkley accumulated great fame and wealth in the early 1900s, offering what service? That is a question that you either know or you heard Matt tell a story about. The fraudulent Dr. John R. Brinkley accumulated great fame and wealth in the early 1900s, offering what service? Matt was supposed to be here tonight because I thought he would be the only one who got it. And I thought that was going to be very funny. Now it's obscure. Julia, you want to ask the next question? All right. 3, 2, 1, 0. What do we got? Hey, Sid, I'm giving you a half point for that because I also was on Reddit. Yeah, okay, so well done, everybody. It is the goat balls one. He did goat testicle transplants, putting goat testicles inside of male genital sacs because it was supposed to make you better at having kids, and it didn't, but people fell for it. Question. Yep. I didn't hear the full question because you always start talking before we can hear. So it's like the third word after that I hear. Julia, are you ready? Question 6. "45 seconds. What frontman's wife is named Kyoto Ito?" You get a half point for that. That's really cool. I believe it. Nothing about his history makes me believe like he wouldn't be. At least not at all. I don't know. I've never met him. What frontman's wife is named Kyoto Ito? $210. Please show me now. Bono's great. Rivers Cuomo is correct. It is not Jack White. It is Rivers Cuomo. Jane's Addiction is not even what frontman answer, but that would be a band. It is Weezer's frontman, Rivers Cuomo. I don't know. You would hope that, but that feels just too good. Question 7. Who played Deputy Marshal Samuel Gerard in the 1993 film The Fugitive? 45 seconds. Who played Deputy Marshal Samuel Gerard in the 1993 film The Fugitive? So, my next question, I don't actually know if it's true, but it's enough information for you to get it correct. All right. 5 seconds. 210. Yeah. Bruce Willis not going to get you there. Tommy Lee Jones will, though. Jane's Addiction. That time it is correct, weirdly enough. Tommy Lee Jones. Oh, hold on. I have to show you so you know I wrote it. There you go. All right, question 8. The worst, or I don't know, maybe it's very true, but I've never heard it called this, but I saw it, so I wrote it. Which essential condiment is also known as Japanese horseradish? I think you can get the answer. Has anybody ever heard, if they know the answer, it called Japanese horseradish? No, I believe that. I'm just saying the name. Has anyone ever called it that? I've never heard anyone. No, it's total. That's what it is. I believe that to be true. I believe that is almost certainly true. Jasper, half point for the next question. Of your choosing? Yeah, I think that's fair. If Sarah's on board, I'm on board. Let's see it. Answers. Yeah, if anybody didn't get it. I mean, it's, yeah, no, it is wasabi. It's not soy sauce, it's wasabi. All right. That's going to make us a lot more interesting. Jasper, question 9. "45 seconds on the clock. Who do you want to take a half point away from?" Julian! Yes! Take that, Julian! I'm here for that. The Principality of Sealand, or Sealand, is an unrecognized micronation off the coast of what country? Does anybody know the answer to this? Maybe? I believe that. I believe now that you've said that, I feel like I remember that. But I did not know that until you said it. But I absolutely think I now remember that being a thing. All right, let's see him. Yep. Yeah. UK, I'm also giving you England. UK or England. I'm giving it to you. It is the United Kingdom. And I would have someone read it, but it's in my voice. Question 10, end of round 2. For 2 points and my criticism, what year did Big Bang Theory debut? 45 seconds. The TV show, not the theory. What year did the Big Bang Theory TV show debut? A lot of random guesses, but it gets you 2 points. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze like I was staring at the sun. Was anybody a fan of this show? Anybody? Thumbs up if you were a fan of the show. Chris, I'm going to give you a point for admitting that. Let's see it. I won't give Jasper a point. I want him to flounder. 2006, 2008, 2002, 2009, 2011. So many people so close. It was 2007. 2007. 2007. All right, this is Wayla. What are you looking at? Cyrus is gone, and I have to admit him in. I admit it. He's allowed back. All right, so this is Wayla, which is what are you looking at? Basically, it's our visual portion of the night. Just be aware there may be themes. As always, question 1. Nope. Question 1. Oh, it's a whole new thing now. Okay, we're good. Who is that? 45 seconds. Who are you looking at there? Ruination, on my screen, you have the same color name as Seth. I thought Seth wrote the 1,000-point thing. My apologies. Who are you looking at there? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow, so few people answered. Okay, more people are showing up now. Happy Guy. I'll give you a third of a point for Happy Guy. Bing Crosby is so close. I want to give it to you. It's Fred Astaire. It's the dancing one. The singing one would be Bing Crosby. Although probably they both did both, but one's famous for it. What character is this? Let's go with the movie. Let's say the movie. It's the same, but I want to make sure you say the movie name. 45 seconds on the clock. What movie? Now you get to learn something about me. I don't particularly love this movie. I think it gets a free pass. Thank you, Ruination. Hey, Greg and Mal, where's the elk? All right, I'm going to give you a half point for that elk. Well done. Let's see your answers. Nice. It's not Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. It's Uncle Buck. Whereas Planes, Trains, and Automobiles would be as good of a movie as everyone thinks. This is an animal named Nebula. What nebula is this? Named after an animal. By the way, I love that story, Cyrus, of that cat. What is the animal that this nebula is named after? If you're on Twitch, you can throw your answers in if you want to be playing at about 5 or 10 seconds left on the time clock. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. What do we got? Yep. The Horsehead Nebula is beautiful. I'll give you a half point for that. Lion or Centaur, I'll give you a third of a point total. Crab is the only one that's going to get it for you. Crab is the answer. What kind of penguin are those? You can't write the answer penguin. We're looking for what kind of penguin. Hey, Cyrus, will you say something so everyone can see that filter in action? Oh. Oh, no. I think it's because you have no light on your face ever. It's trying to find what isn't there. Your soul. Yeah. I think it's always a soul joke. That's pretty easy. Yeah, bravo, right? Yeah. No, I think she's always been that mean. She's just vocal. She just got louder. Let's see it. Emperor, 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 emperor. We were looking for king penguin. King is correct, Julia. Well done. King penguin. Who is this person? I'm really only interested in the first name. Who is this person? We sure are. My mom just popped into the chat to say hi, sweetie. I think she's talking to me. Well, I'm glad she found somebody. Thank you, Cyrus. What question? I don't know. I think 5 is my guess. My theme this week goes through Friday and Saturday. So, just so you know that. 3, 2, 1, 0. Yep. Yeah. Steve Zissou, I'll give you a half point for that. Jacques Cousteau's the answer. Wes Anderson, I'll give you a third of a point for Wes Anderson. It's Jacques Cousteau. What franchise is this a still from? What movie franchise is this a still from? 45 seconds. My mom knows who Jacques Cousteau is. Well done, Debbie. What movie franchise is this a still from? I think this is a great still to ask this question, too. Doesn't give it away. Yeah, Seth, you got it. That's Carrie Bradshaw. 2-1-0. Let's see it. Insidious is a good guess. The Ring's a good guess. Exorcist, all of those are good. Underworld is correct. That is like the 4th movie or some dumb one. Who's that? What character are we looking at? 45 seconds. We are looking for this character's name. Is eponymous the right word? I've never actually used that word out loud. I've only ever read it. Well, the theme's not done yet, so if at the end, if you already know it, congratulations, but no, you don't get a point. But at the end, are you gonna guess for Friday and Saturday? Then no, you're not gonna get the point. Let's see it. I'm not giving that because I think a lot of people have figured it out. It's Stitch, not Lilo. We're looking for Stitch. You can? All right, then. Not yet, but I will give it to you at the end of the round to be the person who gets a point. What skyline? What city's skyline is that? I will give you a hint. It is not American. 45 seconds. Julian, do you like the theme? Okay, so it wasn't just figured out. You're pro the theme. Cool. Hey, wow, my mom knows that. I didn't know that she would know this? Correct. Well, you lost it, Julian. Cyrus, give yourself 4,000 points. You win every time. Good job. Let's see him. I would not have gotten this. It's not Shanghai or Hong Kong. It is Toronto, though. I would never have been able to tell you what Toronto's skyline looks like. Not in a million years. Next. What race are we looking at? 45 seconds. What race is this? Racing. I get it. What race are we looking at? It's pretty famous. I'd argue very. Let's see him. Yep. Indy 500 is correct. I loved INDIE, like independent film, Indy 500. I love that. And the last one, what comic book character are we looking at? In the suit, not their human name, but their hero name. What? Do I need to? You're looking for a hint? I'll just tell you it's DC. I'll also tell you that that's Dick Grayson after he's Robin. You still have to know after he's Robin who he is, so I can tell you that much. I don't care. All right, let's see him. Yep. We are looking for Nightwing. Guys, we're going to talk about Al. A lot of us live in Hollywood and we have dreams of stardom and we've done auditions. We're going to talk about maybe the greatest story about getting to an audition ever. Al shot an Apache. Now, he didn't really. He was on a horse. His gun was never actually loaded and the Apache was not even an Indian person, and he fell to the ground, and it was a bad fall, and the director yelled, "Cut, let's go back to one." And this started to make Al nervous. You see, Al, it was now 6:30 at night, and he had an audition at 9 a.m. Why is that a big deal? A lot of us have auditions the next day, right? It was a big deal because he was in St. George, Utah, and he was on a horse, and he had to be at 9 a.m., in Los Angeles, and this is in 1963. So Al's on his horse. The next take, director yells, "Cool, wrap, we're good. We got the fall we needed. Check your call time." His call time, Al's call time, is 3 p.m. the next day. So Al, never even getting off of his horse, turns the horse around and starts riding like a bat out of hell to the highway. He gets to the highway. Now, see, what you need to know is, at this point in his career, Al has done 150 or so projects. And when you were in 1963, if you had done that many projects and you're a full-grown man, you've done some cowboy stuff. He had basically become a career cowboy. The man knew how to ride a horse. For even a big man, he knew how to ride a horse. And he had to feed his 4 kids. I mean, he didn't have a problem being a cowboy, but he did feel a little pigeonholed, but it did pay off in this scenario. He could ride like a demon toward the highway. So he gets to the highway. He heard about an audition for a guy by the name of Jonas Grumby. And he wanted this part. And he said to himself, "I look like a Jonas Grumby. You know, my lips to God's ears. I look like a Jonas Grumby. I'm getting that." So he gets to the highway in St. George, Utah. He hops off his horse, smacks it on the ass back to the stable. One thing about horses, they always know how to get back, especially at feeding time. And he sticks his thumb out. And 2 hours later, a big rig, an 18-wheeler stops. Guy goes, "Where you going, cowboy?" He says, "Los Angeles." He goes, "I can take you as far as Vegas." "That'll do." So he hops in, they get chatting a little bit. The guy goes, "So you're going for this role, Jonas Grumby?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "You know, you look like a Jonas Grumby." And he goes, "Man, your lips to God's ears." So they get finally to Vegas, but now it's like 10 or 11, and they get there as the last flight is leaving Vegas for Los Angeles. So he has to spend a night in the terminal. He does, of course, and he catches the very first flight out the next day. He lands at 8:30 a.m. in Los Angeles, hops in a cab, tells the story to the cabbie. The cabbie looks at him and he's trying to get this Jonas Grumby, huh? He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "You look like a Jonas Grumby." "Your lips to God's ears, man." But at this point, he starts feeling pretty confident. You know, at least I look the part. And he's obviously well off book. He knows his lines. He gets in there. Turns out he's the last in this project to be cast. And it's this character. So he gets in and he does his lines, and because he knows his lines, he's very comfortable. He feels like he looks like the part. He's very comfortable. And there's this skinny guy, and he's talking to him, and he's going to be acting a scene with that guy for his audition. They say action, he does his audition, and it's magic. He leaves with the role. But the guy's like, "Okay, so I'm going to be Jonas Grumby. When is this?" "Well, it's like not today, and you've got to get back to your set." And he says, "Oh, shit, that's right." Now, it gets a little hazy at this point, but he says he flew back. He had a flight after he booked his first flight. He had a flight leaving 20 minutes after the end of his audition that he got back. The name of the movie, by the way, was Bullet for a Bad Man, which I feel like is just a sweet-ass name today. And I don't know why that's not, cool for 1964's Bullet for a Bad Man. Anyway, so he was a character actor. He had been in 150 projects up until this point. He had worked with some of the biggest names. The stars were names like Sinatra, names like Wagner, names like Cooper, Gary Cooper, huge names. And he was always the unidentifiable character actor until he gets the role of Jonas Grumby. Here's the thing. You know Jonas Grumby, but you don't know him by the name Jonas Grumby. Even after all of these cowboy films, Al didn't end up being remembered as a cowboy. My question to you with 45 seconds on the clock, why, for what role, on what show, both of those to get 10 points, why, when he died, were his ashes spread in the Pacific Ocean? 45 seconds on the clock. Why were Al's... I'm looking for the role on the show. By the way, he would log more screen time than all of the stars of all of his movies combined. The character name and the show. "16 seconds. Three, two, one. Who's got it? Show me. Higgins and Magnum PI's terrific. Danny Ocean in Ocean's 11's great. Michael Keaton Rules. You lost 10 points. Lil Twitch, I can't see. It is Skipper in Gilligan's Island, Alan Hale Jr. By the way, his name is Jonas the Skipper Grumby to this day. And he logged more time as that character than all of the other screen time put together of all the stars in all the films he ever worked on. So never forget, get your ass to that audition. You never know when you're going to be the Skipper. Big round of applause for the retired Cyrus, who came out of retirement. Okay, well, what are our final scores? Anyone? 17 and a third? 12? Anybody break 25? We got a 20.5. Cyrus, are you gonna just... All right, I'm assuming you have 4. Fine, so who has the next highest? We've got a 20.5. Who can do better than 20.5? We got a 15.5, a 21. Jasper's got a 21. Anybody beating 21? No? With a score of 21, big round of applause for Jasper. Bringing home the title. You know who could have won? Julian, but Jasper's cutthroat. And he could have given himself a half point to guarantee victory, but instead he's like, I got enough. I got enough at 21 for sure. All right, guys. Well, that is going to do it for tonight. Thank you so much as we try to for your support as we try to grow this experience. It's totally in the script to say that. Doesn't make it any less true for all of us here at Trivia Ronin. I'm Douglas Larlam saying don't be shitty, and I hope you learned something.